Go for a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. They've got Kyle Korver. Chris Middleton is out there with Jones. Then it's George Hill. And it's Lopez in at the 5 roaming the paint. All right, Clark, game is on the line. One free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great name.
When you watch Lauri Markkanen play, it's easy to see how easy it is for him to put up points.
Yeah, I got it. Hey, you got this guy right here? Yeah, I got big man.
Going with an almost entirely new group here. Felicio's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Denzel Valentine comes in for Murray. The General's checked in for Antonio Blakeney. And Satoransky's subbed in for White. The Bucks also changing it up. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Damian Jones. Sterling Brown comes in for Chris Middleton. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for George Hill. And really, Greg, the only knock on Markkanen is that he can be too passive at times.
And I suspect that will fade as he grows more comfortable in the league. You have to remember how young he is and missed a good amount of time with injury during that second year.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the General in his last time out against the Hawks was all business. He had 19 points, and as usual, he spent a fair amount of time at the foul line. It was another strong showing for him in what has quickly become a habit. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
You know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
To Felicio. Clock at 4. Here's Satoransky. Offensive rebound. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Milwaukee.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Korver, good.
You know, Bledsoe has developed his passing skills to the point where you've got to respect that part of his game. He's doing a nice job finding his open guys.
Here's the General. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, the Bucks on offense look to swing things around and pick up the tempo as much as they can.
Well, you know, this team was second in the league in pace. Want to get the ball down the floor and get an easy three or a transition chance. That was their game plan. This approach had them as the 4th best offense in the league last year.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. 1:21 left in the first half of basketball. Bledsoe passes to Korver. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Eric Bledsoe.
Bledsoe's got his 8th assist here tonight. Pass to the General. Young trying to break free. No good from the General.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Satoransky, the pass to the General. There's 39 seconds left in the first half.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
And he misses the fast break layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Giannis. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. Good on the triple. Giannis has got 22 points.
You know, that shot's going to be there for Giannis Antetokounmpo because the defense is all.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed.
Watching some Game of Thrones, running down the street so I don't get bad, trying not to stress so I won't just crack, but it's hard to relax when you know you're not in control.
Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Felicio's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Antonio Blakeney's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's the general in for Levine. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Jones comes in for Chris Middleton. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. The general is out there with White. And it's Young, and it's Felicio in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's the general. Makes it off the glass. The general's got 12 in the game.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Milwaukee in total control. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And he gets the bucket. 30 points for Giannis.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Here's the general, and oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The dish to Young. It's stolen by Jones. On the wing, Korver. Here's Lopez. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's the general, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Lopez, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Milwaukee making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journeys.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
And they get it back.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Bucks.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, his build and skill set are both platinum level. And he knows how to kick his game up a gear, too.
The general passes to Young. Count it. Young's got 5.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
Now here's Korver. Not a lot of room. From deep, Giannis. Here's Jones. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from the General. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Hill looking around. 1:05 left in the third quarter of the game. Looking for Young. He gets it there. One-on-one fast break. Satoransky the pass to the General. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
No good from the General.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. And here's Giannis. He's got 32. From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that started.
Porter's checked in for Valentine. Antonio Blakeney comes in for Satoransky. And it's the General in for Ryan Arcidiacono. Middleton, no good on the free throw.
And last year, Chris Middleton, not quite as dead-eye as he has been in the past. Still a solid shooter from all ranges.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Count it, good. 37 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Here's the General, Antetokounmpo defending. Here's the General, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez. And for Middleton, Greg, you don't need all the volume out there from him. You just need the efficiency.
And Middleton has always been an efficient player. Great to have on a team as a second or third option.
Both free throws good from the General. Clark, we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, a former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Blakeney passes to the general. Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Right. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Carter, he's checked in for Felicio. Markkanen comes in for Murray. And it's White in for Antonio Blakeney. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Jones is checked in.
Boy, the muscle and strength of Matthews, really impressive, Kevin. Great at scoring even while getting bodied up by the defense.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Matthews. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Well, you look at Antetokounmpo. He's currently atop in the Eastern Conference. He's got a lot of fans the world over.
He's got plenty of fans among his fellow players as well. I'm sure he'd be #1 on their ballots if they were voting.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's the general, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
And the shot goes down. Antetokounmpo's got 39.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Wednesday, they'll head home and take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for that game against the Warriors, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Felicio's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Murray's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for White. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Brown. Shoots a 3. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. And that one's good. Arcidiacono.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Milwaukee leading by 23. Outside Hill. Over to the wing. Here's Bender. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 5th assist in this one.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
2 minutes.
The general passes to Felicio. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. Brown outside. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Bender. Rebound by the Bulls. Young's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Arcidiacono. 1:20 left to play here in the fourth. Here's the general. From deep three-point range, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's DiVincenzo.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance
and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And just bulldozing their way through this season series, the victory here tonight will make it 3-0 for the year with one left to be played against the Bulls.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
Clock at 2, DiVincenzo buries the long-range jumper.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Here's the General, off with the layup.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You'd never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge.